may see some damage such as this on a tree, a base of a tree, just small chip marks that you see a couple new ones every day. What this is tree squirrel marking. Tree squirrels like to mark their territory, especially in trees that have nests or trees that may have food supply. And what they'll do is mark the base of the tree or even someplace higher on the tree. And they also may mark your garage door, your deck, your picnic table. But what they do is they chip it with their teeth and then rub their chin there to leave a scent. And this is telling the other squirrels, this is my territory, back off. It's like squirrel graffiti. Now, the way to stop this function is you could paint a deterrent on this that would burn their lips, such as vegetable oil and cayenne pepper or some commercial product that's supposed to be a repellent. And you rub that on here or paint it on the tree or your deck or your garage door, and it helps stop that kind of damage. Some other damage that's more severe that you get from tree squirrels is when they actually strip part of the tree. It's usually the smaller branches that are up higher, and what happens, they'll rip off a decent portion of this when it's very dry to get moisture or to get some micronutrients or some nutrients. When they do that, the repellents usually don't work, and it's actually more severe to the tree, because if they strip that whole branch around in a circle, then that branch will die. So in those cases, you have to go to trapping the squirrel or the culprit. Now, you don't have to trap all the squirrels in your yard. There's probably just one or two tree squirrels actually doing that stripping or marking the tree. If you're going to trap them, use a box trap. You can use bait such as walnuts. You can put a piece of dry corn on the cob that's with some peanut butter on it. All these things are very easily attractive to squirrels. You'll catch them in the box, usually overnight. Once you catch them, you cannot translocate them. Okay, so you can't bring them to someone else's property or let it go. You can translocate them about 100 yards away, and maybe they won't come back because they're so disturbed about being trapped. The other thing is you can call animal control, have them euthanized, or you can use our NEB guide, and it tells you some different euthanization processes that are legal. You can't shoot them in the city limits, but you can trap them and remove them if they're causing problems. If they're coming to these areas, you definitely want to use that paint, things like that with that vegetable oil or that repellent. They'll stop this. If they're on your house, use that vegetable oil. Just remember, tree squirrels have been around with trees forever. Most of the time they won't do enough damage to kill the tree, but they can cause some unsightliness to the tree or to your home. So take care of the problem. And if you need more information, check out our NEB guide on tree squirrels.